Welcome to Recap. I know you hate that name, Dave. I was thinking about changing it, but I don't know to what.
I don't know, man. But recap seems like it's after the fights.
I know
we're not
what
after the
you're
fights.
saying.
We're before the fights. It's a
when
pre-cap.
I used to do the videos, I would end them with the recap of my picks. You know what I mean? So it's like the weekly recap.
I know, but it's just I'm just saying it's a pre-cap. It's not a recap. It's a pre-cap to the event.
I got you, buddy. Cheers.
We're over
it. Rare form. Started early.
I got home early too, so I'm actually ready to go. I got the Jorge Masvidal bare knuckle event on.
Don't show too much of that. So, I did not have a chance to watch these weigh-ins. Did everybody make weight?
Yeah, I think everybody made. So I'm sorry. Messing with your copyright. Yeah, I think everybody made weight. There's a couple boxes of shame.
Tilt the screen just a little bit more. I can see the bare knuckle. That's fine. That should be good. Perfect. Shane Young missed weight. Is he still fighting? I would imagine. All right.
Oh. Yeah, he's still fighting.
Bear with me, guys. I'm like I said, rare form. Super concoction tonight. If I was a welterweight, I'd be down. Good thing I'm a big guy. For real.
You're not a welterweight.
I know. That's why I'm still hanging out. If I was a welterweight, I'd be on the couch right now.
That's awesome. Definitely.
So let's pull up Tapology, dude.
All right, we're starting this.
Let's start it.
Okay.
I only got one wrong last week, but all the favorites won, except for Jocelyn Edwards. That's the one I got wrong, and she kind of got robbed. But you know what? I only got one wrong still on the Tapology, like 13th place still.
Nice.
Because the murderer's row, right? That's what you like to call it.
Oh, dude, that murderer's row of UFC Tapology things is we beat out everybody every weekend. Like you've got MMA holes who have like a certain amount of points. Like they've got like 900 people. They got a shit ton. We got 100. Our Tapology group wins out every single weekend. We're the top scoring ones. I think we're in the top 15 of Tapology. Like there's not that many people, or there's not that many groups that have 100 people in it, and our 100 people are assassins. So, anyways, yeah, check it out, man. You can win that Tapology group. Comment on this stream. Get some swag. Lots of swag shipped out last week. Swag shipped out to MMA Jesus, Papa Chuck, and you.
Perfect. I guess Sabo won, but he never comes on here, so you don't got to worry about buying that shirt.
You got to comment on this stream, kids.
What's that?
I don't fucking know. Hang on. I apologize.
All right. Both these guys are making their debuts, right?
Now. That's not going to work.
Oh, my. Get your shit straight.
Sorry about that.
You ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
All right.
Let's get going.
Kevin Doucette, French fighter, is taking on Kiefer Crosby, Irish fighter. Kevin Doucette, I guess, is plotting and technical, where Kiefer Crosby is, like every other Irish fighter, aggressive and in your face right from the first round. Kiefer is the underdog, I do believe. Yes. He's 10-3. His 2 losses were in Bellator, doctor stoppage, and submission. By decent guys, though. Well, veterans that have a lot of experience. 30-11 for Georgi Karakanyan and Charlie Leary, 16-11-1. But he's coming off 2 wins. One was Brian Lowe and I don't know, Enjo. That was out of some regional scene I haven't heard of. And the other one's Cowboy Alex Oliveira. But Cowboy Alex Oliveira is kind of like, he's kind of washed up, old. So I mean, take it for what you will. But the dude has faced experienced fighters. And here he comes in to fight with Kevin Jousset out of France, coming off 3 wins against an 0-1 fighter. You know, who cares about him? 11-1 fighter in the Hex Fight Series. And then Kit Campbell's, Kit Campbell's 12-6, also Hex Fight Series. And that is out of, Australia, New Zealand regional scenes. So he's like the home team here. And from what I heard from the cappers I watched, he's very good with leg kicks, but the dude is slow. He first round he usually loses because he checks, the distance, the reach and stuff, and then he'll decision his way by significant strikes and points to a decision victory, where the other guy, the Irish guy, comes in hard and fast. This one, I actually did a cap comparison picks for it. So I'll show you that real quick. I did a couple. I just didn't have time to air it. My time is precious. So I'll show you right here. Kevin Jousset got the majority because he is the favorite. Fight Night picks. Sheer Dog is split on their pick, and MMA Guru and MMA Fortune Teller all went with Jousset. Only Sheer Dog and We Want picks took Kiefer Crosby. Jacob from We Want Picks, I think he took him because he likes the name Kiefer. But Big Daddy Kiefer Crosby is going to be the more aggressive one, so he can go in and get a knockout. But I like Kevin Jousset here. I think it's going to go to decision. I think because his fight IQ is more technical and plotting, he'll go in with a game plan to edge out a decision. What do you think on this one?
I'm going with the hometown crowd, which is in this case the French guy. Somehow the hometown guy is the French guy.
Where's he training? Let's pull that back up.
He's training out of City Kickboxing.
That's why, right there, New Zealand.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the only reason I'm picking this guy is he's 6'2" compared to 5'11", has a 75-inch reach advantage compared to 70-inch reach advantage. He's going to be the more physical dominant. He's going to be the more comfortable guy. He hasn't had to deal with any jet lag or any travel. He's actually there. This would have been a great fight last card, just to put that out there in France. But yeah, I was at a coin flip, but I'm leaning towards Kevin Jousset just because of the size advantage he's going to have in the ring and the experience. I don't like his wins that much. I'll bring him up real quick. He is 8-2. His last fight against Kit Campbell, okay, I like that. Ground and pound win, round 3. The split decision win, okay.
Against 11-1 fighter, though.
I know, it splits his win, so I'll give him that. Unanimous decision against James Carwell. So, I mean, he's got some guys underneath his belt. The only loss, or his most recent loss, was a split decision loss as well. So, definitely leaning towards the French fighter who's fighting out of Australia. Doesn't have to do anything with the jet lag. Doesn't have to do anything with. I mean, his camp is just there, very comfortable.
Fighting on New Zealand too, Dave. Don't get that. New Zealand people hate when you mix Australia and New Zealand. City Kickboxing, New Zealand.
All right, I'll make sure.
Let's check his Instagram. See for real if he's been training. Whatever, we can get any of that stuff.
All right, we got Kevin Jousset right here. He's got a couple of training pictures or training videos. Israel's in the background there. Adesanya's in the background. Can't be a bad thing. Big hug from Israel.
Next.
So, yeah. I'm thinking the guy coming out of Israel's camp got to be the favorite here. I'm going to put my money on him. Even still, if we look at the odds real quick, he is still a minus 160. So he's training with Israel.
What's Kiefer come back as?
What's that?
Kiefer, what's he plus what?
He's plus 130.
Wow, that line moved.
Dev, love you too, homie. Let's support this community, motherfucker. Congratulations on your numerous wins on Tapology.
You got a shirt coming, Doug.
Hope you like your hoodie.
Oh, you got him a hoodie
for the next one, man. We'll see how you do.
So, Kevin, you set your pick?
Kevin, you said it's gonna be my pick. I'm picking the French guy. I don't know why I'm picking the French guy, but somehow I'm picking the French guy.
Because he's training on New Zealand.
He's training with Israel, and he's got the size advantage. He's got the reach advantage, and yeah,
of course, Dev going with the underdog, the Irish guy. I mean, who knows with this fight? This is a tough one to pick, but from what I heard, Kevin Doucette is the more technical, better fight IQ. And what's the Tapology distance, reach, and all that? Tail of the tape. Who's got that?
Oh, hang on. Let me get in there.
6'2" to 5'11". So there's 3 inches there in height for Kevin Doucette. Reach, 5 inches. And age, he's also 3 years younger. So, yeah, let's go Kevin Doucette right there. Not confident, though, because I don't know. These are both debutants, so who knows? Let's see what they look facing off to each other.
Sorry, I got to take care of some work shit here.
What's that?
I got to take care of some work shit. You take over.
Come on, Dave. I'm just messing.
We're
just watching the face-offs anyway. He's a big dude. Welterweight, 170. Let's see how much bigger he is than here we are.
Okay. Sorry,
Kiefer Crosby's mean, talking shit to him. Mean. I like the confidence, Kiefer Crosby. I'm still kind of on the fence, but I'm going to take the home team for a decision victory.
I don't like this big floating rib here. It's like a target.
What is that?
Well, he's sucking his gut in, so he's got his rib sticking out. Which is fine. I get it.
Yeah, Kevin Doucette. Game. I know it's on the background. I had to tell Dave to turn his camera, otherwise I would have copyrighted.
Tyler Hill versus Jonaski Sojo is up next.
Jonas Sojo. Is that a Japanese fighter?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, you tell me. Is he Asian?
He's dark-skinned.
All right. Moving on. Next we have Shane Young, right? What's next? Let me see the Tapology. I don't want wrong order.
Okay, so we're both on Kevin?
Yes. Next, we have Shane Young. He's the home team taking on Gabriel Miranda, fly, coming out of Brazil. Gabriel Miranda, what's that?
Shane Young's the guy who didn't make weight, right?
He is. I guess he missed. MPTV said he missed by 3.5 pounds. 30% of his purse already gone, but he's still fighting, which is awesome. You won. They copyrighted YouTube for free. I won't get copyrighted. Good, because Dave's got it on the background anyway, because he don't listen.
I'm sorry. I don't.
It's fine. It's fine. According to Dev, I won't get copyrighted because it's free on YouTube. So, but I still don't. I'm not buying it. But whatever. Shane Young, fighting out of shitty kickboxing, 13-7. Shitty kickboxing, 13-7. Coming off 3 losses. Ugh. But they're not horrible because, let's see, Ludovic Klein beat him almost 3 years ago. Head kick and punches TKO. Omar Morales got a unanimous decision. That was 2 years ago. Most recently, Blake Builder, unanimous decision.
I know that guy.
You do. I know. You're a big fan. 6 months ago. Yep. How's he taste, Dave? I'm just fucking with you.
Well, hey, you want me to show you some pictures of me and him hanging out?
No, I've already seen him.
Okay.
It's all good, Dave. No,
Move on.
I
I'll
seen
move
them.
on because
I
I hang
think
out with
aren't you
MMA
gonna
fighters.
like blow it up and put it in like a picture frame, hanging
Because
out?
I hang out with MMA fighters and you don't.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Blake Builder. He lost that night too. That's why he's hanging out
Yeah,
with
he
you.
got kneed in the nuts. He'll win his next fight.
He
Just wait.
lost. He lost.
He'll win
Blake
his
Builder.
next fight.
He cost me like $20. But I'm just messing with you. So, Dev is already saying Miranda by sub round 1, and you know what, man, he is the better grappler there, and Shane Young is kind of like on a downhill. He's on a decline, I think. Let's see. Miranda is used to subbing welterweights cans, but those cans are way bigger than Shane. Shane always ends on the ground. He does, and shitty kickboxing is even shittier ground game. All they do is learn how to defend takedowns. They don't know if they get taken down, write it off. That's why, man, that Kevin Doucette also is out of city kickboxing. So anyway, we're on Shane Young. I am also going to take the fantastic mustache of Gabriel Miranda here. But Shane Young back against the wall. If he doesn't win this, he's caught. He's definitely not in the UFC if he loses this. But Gabriel Miranda, you know what? I know he just got destroyed by Benoit Saint Denis, but he did like kind of impress a little bit in that fight. Let's pull up his Tapology. Let's check it out. Do a little dive in.
He does have a great mustache.
Fantastic. Most guys with mustache look like pedophiles to me, but some of them can get away with it. So look at that. Round 2, right hook. But you see Benoit Saint Denis a beast. Special forces, French, fantastic. Survivalist, all that. Green Beret of France, like that level, Navy SEAL level guy in France. But look at these wins here. What's he got? What is that?
Win over Diego Segura, which was a rear naked choke in the first round. A guy who was 5-5, not good.
And Face the Danger.
No stats on that one. Face the Danger.
Face the Danger. Then before Jefferson Moraes, 3-1. Man, I don't. That's the thing. This guy's still got.
Zaharte was 8-7. Zonzo Zaharte, and he subbed him out, but
he's been doing this pro fighting since 2012. I know it's Brazilian regional scene, but still. Let's go through.
Quick look at Shane Young. Come on now. Let's move on.
All right.
The stats are not good for him. His record is not good. Shane Young coming off of 3 losses to Blake the Builder, I will attest is a fucking amazing fighter who just got his first loss. So he's 7-1. Good fighter. Omar Morales, also excellent fighter. These are all UFC fights, by the way, guys. Ludwig Klein, amazing fighter. So, I mean, I'm not going to fade his last 3 losses. His last 3 losses were absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, he only fights once a year, if that, which doesn't really help any of his records. I mean, he's lost against Alexander Volkanovski. I mean, the talent that he's been in the ring with is just heads and shoulders above Gabriel Miranda's regional scene shit. But still, 3 losses in a row, man.
A lot of red there.
A lot of red. But look at the red. Volkanovski, Ludwig Klein,
no ground game for Shane. No ground game. If you pull up Instagram, if you show him wrestling, maybe I'll consider it.
All right. Hang on. Let me get there. Shane Young?
Yep. His nickname is like some Aborigine thing on Tapology. It's Mara Nui. He's like he claims to be like a Aborigine, but he looks straight white to me.
No, he's doing the celebration. He's inhaling the smoke. I wonder if USADA test for that shit. Banana leaves. Does USADA test for banana leaves?
When I was 14, I tried to get high off them. Nutmeg too. I tried that crap.
All right, so I mean, not going to see very many impressive training videos.
Weight training.
What the hell
Crazy
is that?
mullet.
What the hell is that? Sorry.
Let's see the face-offs. If Gabriel Miranda is visibly larger, I'm going to go with the dog here.
I mean, he does have the mustache. That's got to be a good.
That's probably why Shane Young missed weight by 3.5 pounds, because he wants to try to get a little weight advantage. Oh, I like him.
So
I like him.
If you've lost 3 fights in a row and you're missing weight, are you serious about the career you're going to go into? Just saying. Is that something bad to say?
Oh, I'm fading him.
I mean, he's lost 3 fights in a row.
I think he
by
tried
3
to make
pounds.
weight too. He looks a little sucked out.
I mean, he is the local favorite, but
That don't mean shit when that cage door shuts.
oh,
Gabriel Miranda.
right there.
Plus money.
Decision made.
Oh, I got to change my pick on Tapology for sure.
Yep, I'm going with the mustache.
Look at the arms too.
I'm going with the
The
mustache.
muscle tone. Mustache. Absolutely.
And look where Dana White's looking. Mustache.
Yep.
We're going mustache. That's my pick.
Yeah, Shane Young has a lot more UFC experience, but losses. You know what I mean?
I'll give the new kid a chance.
I'm going that way too. Moving on. Let me see. Next, we have Mike Mathetha, a.k.a. Blood Diamond, taking on newcomer Charlie Radke. Mike Mathetha, he was like when he first came to UFC, he was Izzy's, like, I don't know what you want to call it. He was being promoted by Israel Adesanya. He was like, oh, this guy's good. You know, he's got like 100 kickboxing fights. And you know what? He has gotten better with his takedown defense too. If you watch his last fights, he's coming off 2 losses, but Jeremiah Wells, high school state championship wrestler. Orion Koski, wrestling is his base. So this guy, Charles Radke, I don't know. Let's check it out, Dave. Open up his Tapology.
For Mike?
No, for Charles Radke. I want to see what his base, like his style is.
Oh. Blood Brother Pride. Is that tattoo? Blood Brother Pride. Sorry.
Is that racist or anything? White supremacist?
I'm not going to comment because I have no fucking clue.
Good answer.
Right, he beat a guy named Liam Forrest who has a racist name.
His Charles Radke's nickname is Chuck Buffalo. Come out of CFFC, which is Cage Fury out of Philadelphia regional scene, which I'm a big fan of. I love CFFC. Produces fantastic fighters, and he's coming off 4 straight wins out of there. Minus 330 favorite. MMA Masters, that's down in Florida. That's where Kobe Covington's out of that gym. Nice. Mike Mathetha, Blood Diamond, doesn't have Tapology, has nothing listed for him, but I know, like I told you, I think he's at Shitty Kickboxing. But that we can.
All right. Let's go through this guy's record. He beat Liam Forrest, who was 6-0. Caleb Crump, 4-2-1. Jonathan Prisma, 3-0. Brandon Lopez, 3-2-0. Lost in 2021 to Justin Montalvo. Got knocked out. Okay. His losses are against nobodies except for Austin Hubbard, which was in 2018, which is way back in the day. So his losses are against nobodies. Not a good look. But he seems to be coming back.
Why is he such a wide favorite? See, does he have like wrestling base? That's the question. I don't know.
Let's have a look at Mike. Mike's only got a 3-2 record, Ranch.
But he's got a ton of kickboxing experience.
Yeah, but I mean, he's lost against Oren Kosk. Okay, that's a decent fight. That's a decent
wrestler.
Loss.
Jeremiah Wells
wrestler, got choked out. He beat Dimps Gillies in Eternal MMA. Before that, he's got wins against a guy who was 0-0, and when he was 0-0, he beat a guy who was 1-1.
That's why you
very
can't trust him.
Recent.
Plus 260. Ugh. And I bet you stand up, his kickboxing is better than Charlie Radke. Well,
he's got no takedown averages. He's got 69% takedown defense. Strikes landed at 3.26. That's not bad. He's got a positive striking ratio. I mean, even for a guy who's 3-2, 3-2. Man,
according to We Want Picks, he's the only fighter in the UFC that goes by his nickname, Blood Diamond. Weird, right?
Yeah,
Mike Mathetha.
I see Blood Diamond on the UFC fucking page. I get it. But he's still a 3-2 fighter. Mind you, he is going to have the height advantage.
Blood Diamond movie with Leonardo DiCaprio about the diamond mines in Africa. Whatever.
What about it?
Anyway, you know what? At plus money, plus 250. I'll take a scratch off on Blood Diamond, only because he'll be better stand up, and if they're working on his takedown defense, Charlie Radke, I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done because he's coming. It's his debut. Cage Fury against 3-0, 4-2-1, 6-0. You know what I mean? I'm going to go out on a limb and take Blood Diamond to get this underdog plus money. What are you thinking, Dave?
Man, I'm waiting to see him face off. I want to see him face off. I want to see how big that height advantage really is, because this is a coin flip. I'm staying out of parlays for this one. This one does not touch any parlays whatsoever.
This is a tough card, man. Tough card to pick.
And here comes Blood Diamond. Comfortable, hands in the pockets.
Home team.
Yeah.
Awesome necklace. Yeah.
Does look good. Let's see the face-offs. How big is the height advantage? Oh, height advantage isn't that good. He'll have the reach. All right.
Blood Diamond's fight IQ is shit, though. But if he keeps it standing up, he can probably maybe knock out this guy. Like I said, I'm just going out on a limb, taking him. Only because Charlie Radke hasn't proved anything yet.
Yeah, he's not really proven. All right, I will agree with Noah Allen. Blood Diamond lock. I don't know if he's a lock. He's not going on these parlays, but as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I mean, I'll pick Blood Diamond for this one.
Gabe Killian also. Oh man, look at who's backstage.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think you could make it on. I thought you were too busy. Family stuff.
There was a lot going on, but luckily luckily it was early enough in the show. I felt like, okay, I can get in here. My wife's home, everybody's settled, family stuff figured out.
Your daughter watching cartoons or something?
She's into this weekend the Pikachu Pokemon. She sits there and watches this the anime for teenagers. She's only 3 years old and she's into it and she's reacting to all the drama and stuff. It's crazy.
You know, I just watched with my kids, which was awesome. One Piece live, the live action like not the animated series, the actors on Netflix. One Piece, you know, the anime with the pirate Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy.
Honestly, I don't. I wish I could say I did. I'll have to check it out. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Okay, One Piece.
And it's you can watch it with kids. It's like 14, PG-14 or some shit. Well, anyway,
when it comes to recommending movies, you're batting 1,000 with me. Valley Fights, that was amazing. So I'm gonna watch this one too.
I'm gonna buy that DVD. Anyway, you're coming late to the show. Really quick, what's your pick on the first fight so I can catch you up?
Man, you know, I'm just gonna go with the size. I like the explosion, the explosiveness out of the Irish guy, Crosby or
Kiefer Crosby.
I'm tempted to go with him. I put him on a
DraftKings. Kevin Doucette. Kevin Doucette's bigger.
Yeah, I go with the size with the Doucette. I'm going with the size.
Oh, you're going that way. All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Doucette. I'm going with Miranda on the second one with Gabriel Miranda over Shane Young.
Us too.
I love that.
Now you're caught up already.
Let's do it.
Now we're on Blood Diamond, Mike Mathetha, and Charlie Radke. This one, Dave and I are both going underdog, Blood Diamond, because the other guy is unproven.
Not confident.
Blood Diamond has a lot of kickboxing experience before coming to the MMA. That's why Israel Adesanya was a big promoter of him. All right, gotcha. Charlie Radke, I don't know. He's out of Wisconsin. I don't know his background. I don't know if he's a wrestler, but that's where Blood Diamond's got holes in wrestling. But I've heard he's been working on his takedown defense. So if he keeps it standing, he should win. And he's big plus money.
Tell you the truth, I mean, I did a little tape study on Charlie Radke. And the first fight that I saw, he got stopped by a body punch. And it was by somebody who's not as a solid striker as Mike Mathetha. So I'm going to go with Blood Diamond as well, just based off tape study. Charlie Radke did show he had takedowns and maybe he could do some submissions, but he's not very dangerous. He's not like a Target Moises or a Benoit Saint Denis. He's not going to get you down, and with that first takedown, you're going to be in trouble. Like Gabriel Miranda will have Shane Young in trouble if he gets him down just one time. So if there's anybody,
his debut on foreign soil, Blood Diamond is local. I know his country is Zimbabwe, but he's still he trains in New Zealand. You know what I mean?
I feel like they're trying to throw Blood Diamond a softball. UFC is trying to throw him a softball right here. I really do.
Now why is he a minus 330 favorite, this Radke, then? Why is that?
Because I've seen him and he looks aggressive when he gets that double leg, but I wouldn't call him like I said, a specialist when it comes to wrestling. And another thing about him, and even 138 MMA Tyler, he did a good breakdown on this fight, and he said one thing about Charlie Radke. I think he picked Charlie Radke still, but the one thing he said about Charlie Radke is has terrible defense, and he allows shots to get through the guard. It's terrible. It's really bad. If there's a fight that Blood Diamond can win, it's this one. And if he doesn't win this one, he's not winning a fight in the UFC period, even if they give him another chance.
I'm with you. I think the odds, I'll take it. Plus 250 for Blood Diamond. Chat is with us too. So we're all on the underdog Blood Diamond.
That means something really, because they're always in that top 5 in that Tapology league. So
I know a lot of other cappers, sharp cappers that are taking Blood Diamond too. I think Jacob from We Want Picks, he's got the Blood Fly Parlay. That's Gabriel Miranda's nickname is Fly.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, yep. Mexican Blood Fly. Yeah, the Mexican. He has Chepe, right, as well, right? We'll get to that, but I think he has Chepe as a part of that parlay.
I've been drinking since noon. That's why.
It's all good.
Like I mentioned earlier, if I was a welterweight, I'd be down and out. Anyway, moving on. What we got next? Nasrat Haqparast versus Landon Quinones. This is, man, Nasrat, the heaviest favorite on the card at minus, I think last time I checked was like minus 4 something. I don't know if that's right, but I've seen it at minus 500 actually earlier this week. And he's taking on this debutante newcomer, the Lone Wolf Landon Quinones, fighting out of Killcliff, though, Florida. Killcliff, one of my favorite training facilities. Killcliff is so well-rounded. They'll teach you striking. They'll teach you grappling. They'll teach you Brazilian jiu-jitsu submissions. I love Killcliff. If I was a professional fighter, that's where I would train. Is probably my favorite gym. I also like Fight Ready, though. Fight Ready's phenomenal.
There are so many fires at Killcliff. I fade Killcliff all the time. Man, I've made so much money
I
fading.
know you do fade them. How about American Top Team?
Yeah, I fade them too.
I don't know. Dave takes like off like the weird off the cuff type gyms like that. I don't know, whatever. There's a Titan. That one's in Vancouver. That's why Dave takes that one. That's what's her name? Lupe Godinez. She fights out of Titan.
Yeah, the Mexican Canadian. I think
tried to
it's
buy
because she's
Dave
Mexican too.
a Titan shirt, but they didn't sell them. Anyway, Landon Quinones, 7-1-1, fighting out of Killcliff. He's 1 year younger. He's a little bit inch shorter, which is nothing, but he's taking on Nasrat Hakparas. Years ago, Nasrat was like a high, like a prospect. He was supposed to be great. He beat, past 5, Alex Munoz, then Rafa Garcia, who was 12-0 at the time. Then he lost to Dan, the Hangman Hooker, by decision. Then Bobby Green by decision. Those aren't horrible losses, though. Those guys have built a name for themselves. Most recently, he beat the Bull, John McDussey, who was also later on this card. He's from Germany. His nationality is Afghani, though, and he's fighting out of Canada, right? TriStar Gym. That's what's his name? That's Faraz Zahabi out of Montreal. Well, actually, they got like a dozen gyms up in Canada, and he's Faraz Zahabi is a good coach, you know. But Killcliff, they have what's Henry Hooft, right? And I know look at all these GM3. They got the Gilbert Burns, Vicente Luque. Look at all these names. It's just a strong gym down there. So why is Nasrat Hakparas minus 475? Why?
That's huge.
It is huge.
Well, the last time he was this big of a favorite, he shit the bed when he was fighting Drew Dober. Drew Dober knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah, when was that?
Landon's not.
Dave, open up. Let's look at Nasrat.
Look at him right now. All right, Drew
right.
Dober back in 2021.
Minus 350 favorite, Nasrat was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Then he came back, beat Munoz, Garcia, came back with a double loss. Beat John McDussey, which, I mean, not a great win, let's be honest. Not a good comeback win. Since then, canceled bouts against Jamie Larkey, Sam Patterson, and now fighting Landon. So, I mean, not the most impressive topology, guys. Let's be honest here. Fighting against Landon. Landon is 7-1-1. I mean, decent record. The only person he's lost against is Muhammad Naimov, who was undefeated at the time, and it was a split decision loss.
And he's a beast over in Bellator right now. Isn't he like has he got a belt over there? Click Naimov.
Let me see. He is now 9-2. I mean, this was back when he was 2-2. So we've gone undefeated since.
Is he in Bellator now?
Tough enough. He's going. His last fight was a UFC fight against Jamie Malarkey, which was a win. So I mean, this guy's in the UFC now. So okay, and that was back in 2019. The only fight he's lost is an exhibition MMA fight in the Ultimate Fighter, was a triangle choke. Brought that back with his grappling decision win against Johanski Zoho. I mean, it's a good matchup. Don't get me wrong. It's a good matchup. me see if I have any stats for these guys. Hang on.
You won't for the Landon Quinona.
No, I
because he
won't.
hasn't fought.
So Nasrat, I mean, strike landed 5.06, very busy on the feet, 4.72, so almost even striking ratio. Not much of a ground guy. Landon might have a chance here, guys.
I'm picking him. I'm picking the underdog here. I'm fading Nasrat. I never
Once
bought
again,
into the
not
hype.
in my parlays, but a scratch off ticket.
Golly. That is bold. That is very bold.
I mean,
Everyone says he looks like
450.
a smaller version of Gastelum. I don't really.
Yeah,
I don't see
Nasrat
it.
is.
That's why. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, but I don't know. I don't see it.
They've
Right.
taken like side by side pictures with each other. So
Oh, really?
Let me watch the face-offs real quick.
In
Let me just
Tapology,
confirm
Landon
this.
Quinona looks like Sunahele Poliano, or what's his name? Sunahele Poliano, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The
Let me
Hawaiian
watch
guy.
some face-offs. Let me see how they match up before I make any decision whatsoever. This is why we have
Punk.
this show.
Stoked. Look at him.
You know what? As a huge dog, he looks good.
You know why Nasrat's the big favorite? Because he had that fight with Izzy that went to decision. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, they face off good. Nasrat is thicker, but the other guy's taller and skinnier and lankier.
Is he thicker though?
Oh, I like the attitude.
You're gonna have to pull up.
Oh,
Gabe
I'm
Killian
more dogs.
saying he's not a TriStar. You're gonna have to pull up Nasrat's Instagram, please.
Okay. Sorry.
okay,
Well,
so
Landon
I just want to
first?
say that.
Let me go Landon first.
Go for it. While Dave is doing that, I just want to say I think that's bold. I hope it hits for you, Ranj. But I felt like I don't want to overthink
Well, I'm not
this.
putting money on him. I'm saying he might be my Tapology contest pick.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna-
I don't. Even that
Maybe a
is
scratch off. Maybe like $10 a flyer.
that's gangster. That's gangster, Ranch. But I feel like the line is maybe too wide. But I feel like Landon had his shot to prove what he could do against a UFC fighter who's technically not in the UFC, and it happened.
Tits real? No, those aren't real. Never mind. Sorry. Back again. Those tits aren't real.
We know this dude's at Killcliff. Where's Nasrat?
Jesus.
And that's the thing. Killcliff, they'll get him. They'll have him ready. Look at takedowns, single legs, but still basics. I
Dude,
learned
I
that
can
shit
do
in
that.
9th grade.
Oh, I agree with Gabriel a little bit. Killian Entertainment.
He's awesome. He's a
Yeah,
California,
exactly, no.
just like you. I would have to watch
Yeah,
his
no-
show at 2 a.m, Gabe Killian. 2
Hey,
a.m,
Gabriel.
I'd have to watch the show. He's also a stand-up comedian, by the way.
Yo,
Funny.
are you serious?
Yeah, Gabe Killian's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Gabriel. Fellow Californian right here. Real estate agent. So if you need a house, you're gonna get the Kappa comparison discount right there.
I think he owns a chain of fried chicken restaurants.
Gabriel does?
I believe so.
That's amazing. I love that. Awesome. Yeah. Do commercial real
He's
estate.
saying
as well. If you
Nasrat's
want
the
to open
easiest
up a
pick on
comedy
the
club,
card.
do it. Yeah, no, that's so true though, Ranch. Like the chat's telling us right now that
Yeah, you're right. I know. It's just, man.
the strength of schedule. And like I said, I think we already saw Landon's ceiling against Jason Knight, somebody who used to be in the UFC. Nasrat actually might get a finish right here. The more I think about it, the more we start talking.
That's
I
the
feel
thing.
like
I didn't get to watch any past fights for Landon Quinones. You did, right? You saw Jason Knight? Watch that
I
fight.
seen that one. I watched that week. Yeah, I watched it, and he didn't look good at all. I was going for him because I was going for all the prospects, and I was tired of seeing the veterans kick their butts, and he didn't even have a chance. There was just like no way it was going to happen. He wasn't going to catch up.
I'll go with the advice of the chat.
There we go.
Nasrat. I'm not at -4, whatever. I'm not putting him in any parlays or nothing, but it'll be my Tapology pick. Get that one right. Yeah, everybody, Gabe, Noah, everybody's saying easy street for Nasrat. Man, if he gets knocked out, I tell you, I'm just playing. So, you guys are both on Nasrat as well, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you find out where he's training from his Instagram? No.
I'll do a shoey ranch if he gets knocked out.
Oh, those things are so disgusting.
I'll do it out of my daughter's disgusting rainbow rain boots.
Oh, that's what's his name? Paul Shaughnessy does it out of.
Yeah, she never wears socks either.
The little girl's rain, and he don't even drink beer because he's got what's that?
He drinks seltzers.
Yeah,
he drinks seltzers, Canadian seltzers
from wheat.
The what is it?
He's got like an allergy from like what is it called?
Oh, he's got a wheat allergy.
Not wheat, but like glide.
Bailey, is it or is it? What are you talking about?
Paul Shaughnessy has glucose. I don't whatever. Gluten. He's got a gluten allergy. That's why he can't drink beer.
There we go.
It's loaded with gluten because it's made out of hops and barley.
Barley, that's the rest. He's allergic to barley.
What is gluten? Never mind. Anyways, at -450, Nasrat. I mean, I get it. I'm going to pick him in my Tapology group. As far as props go,
-450.
Yeah, fight you over the distance. Yes, -220. No, -220. I think Nasrat's gonna be able to finish this within distance.
Does he knock out anybody?
This guy. Neither did JJ Aldridge, but she knocked out that was a Japanese fighter, that one girl that always wrestles. And I think this is going to be the same way. I think this is the one knockout he can get.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, not a knockout guy. His last knockout was in 2019. I'm still picking Nasrat within distance. 3 rounds for a long time. Plus 135. That's the only way you're gonna get plus money here, guys. He's at -450. You can flip a coin for TKO or decision. I'm going with the TKO, DQ, or submission at plus 135. That's my prop bet.
You guys everybody's selling Landon Quinona as short because of that Jason Knight fight.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm taking Nasrat Haqparast by decision because he's not like a knockout guy, is he?
He's not a finisher.
Moving on. Right, we've taken too much time on this.
Way too much time.
Next, we have Jamie Malarkey taking on John the Bull McDessie. Jamie Malarkey, Mr. No Eyebrows himself. What's he? He's coming off a loss to Muhammad Naimov. Didn't we just mention that name? Yeah, we did. Before that, he has wins against Francisco Prado and Michael Johnson. Lost to Jalen Turner, the Tarantula, and a win over Devontae Smith. That's his last 5. He is a -270 favorite. He's the home team fighting out of Australia. With John Cross-Eyed Bull McDessie, he's coming off a loss to Nasrat Haqparast. Before that, he beat Ignacio Bahamondes. I lost money his last fight because I thought he was going to get it with his reach. That dude, never again. Disappointment. That's like the only. I lost 2 fights in that card, and that was one of them. Who's this? Francisco Trinaldo beat him, unanimous decision, and before that, he beat Jesus Pineda and Ross Pearson. That was 5 and 4 years ago. Man, John McDessie, the Bull, he's much older. He's older by like 9 years, it says here. He's also, according to Tapology, he's out of TriStar, Canadian gym. Not sure if that's still legit, but I got to take the home team. I got to take Jamie Malarkey. I think he's just a better fighter. John McDessie's, he's durable, but I don't. His fight IQ doesn't seem to be on point. Might have to take a look at their Instagrams. Perhaps we'll see. But
I'm with you, Ranj.
Malarkey. What are you guys thinking?
Short and simple. I'm taking Jamie Malarkey. He's a tough guy. He's a tough customer. He's 29 years old. 29 years old in his prime, fighting somebody who's not in their prime. McDessie was good, and this is his 20th fight in the UFC. But I think his ship has sailed.
No eyebrows on that guy. He might shave him off just for fighting.
It's on you, Dave. I pass it to you, my friend.
I'm all over Jamie on this one. I'm fading my Canuck friend. I apologize. Even in the stats, let me pull them up real quick. Now, Jamie Malarkey does not have the advantage on the feet. Strike 9 per minute, 4.20 versus 5.52. And strike absorbed, 4.20 versus 4.04. So even ratio for Jamie. John's got the slight advantage on this one by about 1.5 strikes landed per minute, which is going to be good. Unfortunately, my friend John has a problem with the ground game, 0.0 versus Jamie's 2.91. Granted, Jamie doesn't have very much takedown accuracy, but at some point in time in the 3 rounds, John's going to be going down. Lots of stats to go with this, but if Jamie Malarkey can take this to the ground, he is going to dominate. John's 38 years old. 30. How old is he?
Yeah, 38.
Born 1985. Yeah, he's 38 years old. This is the end of the career. You're going against a guy who's a decade younger with just as much experience, and he's going to have the height advantage, and he's going to have the reach advantage.
Let's look at John McDessie's Instagram. I want to see if I can find a picture where he's not cross-eyed.
Which one?
John the Bull McDessie. See, right? Look at that. Cross-eyed.
You're horrible.
You could try find a picture of Jamie Malarkey with eyebrows too. I don't think you're
not going to find it. All right, here you go. Here's a cross-eyed shot.
It's like a little stigmatism or something. I'm not an eye doctor, but something's going on there. And Jamie Malarkey, the eyebrows. Look at right there. Where are those? All right, we're all on Jamie Malarkey. I was just messing around, seeing if I could. I like John McDessie, but he's going to lose.
Yes, he is.
He's got his own brand, the Bull brand, like clothing and stuff, but good thing he's got something backing him up.
Gray hair. It's horrible.
Maybe he'll hang it up after this fight.
He'll dye his beard hair.
I will put Jamie in a 5-fight parlay. Gabe saying, who was his last loss to? Muhammad Naimov. I heard somebody was giving an excuse. I forget what it was, but that was like a kind of like a fluke hook or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to want to bounce back after that loss, that upset loss.
Big time.
Oh, look at this hot information. McDessie hasn't been outstruck by the numbers since 2012.
I love that stat.
Man, you guys. I'm sticking with my gut feeling, though. I think Jamie Malarkey is going to win in front of his people. He's Australian. Agreed, but big 9-year age difference. I gotta go with no eyebrows Malarkey.
The line's kind of wide on that one, isn't it?
Minus 275 for Jamie Malarkey. John is coming in at plus 225. Fight to go the distance is my call. Jamie Malarkey by decision, which is a plus 120. As far as the bookies go, bookies fight to go the distance. Yes, minus 170. No, plus 130. Bookies agree. Jamie Malarkey by decision, plus 120. That's your prop bet.
I love it.
Oh,
perfect.
And it's actually boosted to plus 130. Look at you, Bet365. Well done. Jim Malarkey by decision, technical decision, plus 130.
Probably because he's going to knock him out.
He might.
I don't know what McDessie's chin's like. To be honest with you.
Emirates. I think we're all on Malarkey here.
We are. Let's move on. This one, where are we at? Jack Jenkins versus Chepe Mariscal. Chepe had a fantastic fight. I think he was robbed his last. Oh no, who am I thinking of? Never mind. But he did have a fantastic win over Trevor Peek, unanimous decision. Before that, he was in the LFA, where he got a ground and pound, Combat Global, and Cage Warriors. But he does have some losses in his past as well. Steve Garcia, UFC fighter, was. He beat him by knees and elbows. Sean Soriano beat him by unanimous decision. That was CFFC. But Joe Anderson Brito beat him, LFA. But all three of those guys have UFC experience. And look at, if you go further down, he beat Pat Sabatini, split decision. He beat Youssef Zalal, unanimous decision. That I know it was like 2018, 2019. That's still within I say 2016 and up is still relevant. Dave disagrees. He thinks it's only like 2019 and up. And the dude has been around since 2014. He's got the experience here. How old is he? He's 30, so that's like the prime age, yeah. But Jack Jenkins, the hot prospect, home team, Australia. Jack Jenkins, let's check him out. 12-2 resume. Go down, Dave.
I'm making sorry. I'm getting there. Jesus Christ. All right, here you go. Find some red.
Jamal Emmers split. I think Jamal Emmers won that fight, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me
but
too.
Still, that's a fantastic win there. My buddy Don Shanis from Massachusetts.
Meh.
Yep. Before that, he was in Contender Series. You have to read that shit. I can't see. It's too far.
He was in. It was Freddie Emiliano Linares. He beat Rod Costa. That was an Eternal MMA.
That's
Jason,
the Australian scene.
Yeah, Jason Petropoulos, leg kick round 2. Jesse Medina, who was 14-9-0. Sorry, Jason was 4-4-0 even record. Jesse was 14-9-0. Got him punch his knee round 2. Diego Pereira, which is 6-3, choked him out in 2020. I'm not going back any further, kids.
That's fine. Jack Jenkins is a 2-1 favorite. And man, I really like Machine Gun Chepe Mariscal. I like that Trevor Peek fight. He impressed me there. This is another spot where I might have to go on underdog unless he's training out of Elevation. So his cardio is on point. Everybody who trains at Elevation has got good cardio. They're the same age, same height, 1 inch reach for Chepe. Man, I'm going to go with the underdog here. Jack Jenkins, he's good, but I don't know. Don Shainis brought him to a decision. No shade on Don Shainis. He's a buddy of mine, but he's not like UFC. He's more of a regional scene champ type material. Jamal Emmers, like I said, I think Jamal Emmers got robbed. But anyway, I'm going to go with the underdog here. He's got grit. He never quits. I was impressed with that fight against Trevor Peek. He was a big underdog in that fight too. Look at him. He was like a plus 400 or some shit like that.
Look at Bruce. Why is Bruce up there? Bruce Buffer doesn't have a mic.
Maybe he's taking Dana's spot.
Fan of the
There's
sport.
no reason for Bruce to be up there. I mean, you got John Anik is there. I get it. Always the big, bald-headed bouncer guy. Bruce, you're not doing anything. Figurehead. All right, here you go.
Oh, Chepe wants to fight him right now. Look at his fist all doubled up. Yeah, I'm on the underdog this one. What is he? Plus 170? I know Jack Jenkins is home team and all that, but I just like the grit of Chepe Mariscal. And you know what? When Jack Jenkins went to decision with Don Shainis, that was also, I believe, in Australia.
I like Jack Jenkins to win the decision. I think that his striking is really tight. The opposite of Trevor Peek. Something that concerns me is that from just I didn't do a deep dive, but what jumped out right away is that Jack Jenkins is technically a featherweight. Chepe is a lightweight. So Chepe, as you could tell during the face-offs, he's a little bit bigger. That could help him out a lot in this fight, especially if it comes to a little bit of caged, control time. But I got to go with Jack Jenkins. I say technically when it comes to striking, he's a little bit tighter. And, not that Chepe hasn't seen that, not that he can't get around that with just being the grittier person, bullying Jack Jenkins, stealing 2 rounds, getting a decision. I think this fight for sure is going to go the distance. I don't see it because Jenkins, he's the type of guy that will knock people out on the regional scene, but he couldn't even knock everybody out that he was supposed to, that only had like 8 fights, 7 fights, 6 fights in the regional scene. So to come up to knock out anybody in the UFC, he hasn't proven to come close at all. I think he hurt Don Shainis. I want to say I saw that fight. But, obviously ended in a decision. So I think Jack Jenkins is a decisionator. I think he knows how to please the judges, and it's going to be in his backyard. I'm sure he trained hard. I like Chepe. I put him in some DraftKings lineups for sure, but I picked Jack Jenkins to win a decision here.
Dave?
I think the bet here, guys, is fight to go the distance. Obviously, you see 100% decision, 100% decision. I mean, look on the takes that we got here, guys. And as far as the bookies go, fight to go the distance, we're going minus 165. Minus 165. The best odds I can get here are Jack Jenkins minus 200. Jose Masvidal plus 170. Even in this, guys, I'm not confident with the. Listen, I like the minus 160. Sorry, minus 165. Fight to go the distance. I think this is definitely going to be a decision. It might be a war. I think it's a coin flip. I'm not comfortable. So for me, fight to go distance, minus 165. Great odds.
Are you picking on Tapology?
Why would you do that?
You never skipped a pick, Dave.
I'm
At all
picking
the shows.
Jenkins. I'm
You sound
picking
like
Jenkins
Vlad.
by decision.
Vlad,
But-
he does that. No pick, fight to go.
I know. Seriously, that was my Vlad pick.
News fucking
No,
symbol
I will
up
pick
there.
Jenkins by decision. Is my typology pick. But as far as bets goes on this fight, decision. Minus
There you go.
165. It's good odds. Minus 165. It's not bad. It's good odds.
Yeah, I like that for a parlay piece right there too. That can go in the 6-teamer.
But I mean, that's just a prop bet. I'm not touching Jack or I'm not touching Jose either way.
Jose, so racist. Chepe. Anyway, the headliner of the prelims, we have Carlos Ulberg,
An asshole.
the model, kickboxer, whatever, taking on the Korean Da Un Jung. Man, this is, and the line is wide. Carlos Ulberg is a pretty decent favorite. It's like minus, according to Tapology, 280. I think it's even bigger than that for Black Jag. He's coming off 4 straight wins against decent competition. I would all UFC fights. His debut, he lost to Kennedy and Chukwu. But Daun Jung, he's been around. And this dude, I think, doesn't he have a win against? He does. He's got a win against Kennedy and Chukwu. So if you do MMA math, Kennedy and Chukwu beat Carlos Ulberg. Daun Jung beat Kennedy and Chukwu. But it doesn't work like that. He's coming off 2 losses, one to Justin Jacoby. He's good. And one to Brown Bear Devin Clark by unanimous decision. Devin Clark he out-wrestled him that fight, I think, if I remember correctly. But he's got decent wins here. He beat William Knight. The draw against Sam Alvey got robbed. He should have won that. He beat Mike Slow Rodriguez. And before that, Khadis Ibragimov. That's a good win. But you know what? I think, to be honest with you, I think he's now on his little decline. How old is he? He's
only 29.
Oh man, see, he's right there in the prime, so he's still got years left. Open up Carlos Ulberg, Black Jag. This guy, where's he at? Shitty kickboxing, right? Shitty kickboxing.
All right. Gabriel's all over Carlos here.
Fabio Charant, the Water Buffalo, not good. Tefan Nchukwi, he's got that knockout power punch, but that's where he's limited. Nikolai Negomariano, that is a good win there.
That's a telling win.
And after that, he had that Ihor Poteria, he's not that great either. That's a padded record, that 20-3 as well.
Round one knockout. A decision against Fabio. Okay, he got tagged against Kennedy, which Kennedy is fucking will tag you, motherfucker. If not, round 1 knockout. If not, go back to 2018. Motherfucker knocks people the fuck out in round motherfucking 1.
But if
Daun Jung,
anybody with smart fight IQ will grapple him, get him to the ground where he's got holes in his game. He doesn't shitty kickboxing. They don't.
Nikolai Negomariano's got ground game. He could have done that. He didn't get a chance to. He got knocked the fuck out.
He tried to.
Man. Same thing with Fabio. Fabio has ground game. Fabio would have taken him down. He still lost that one. Daun Jung better bring some fucking game to this. Because Daun Jung, honestly, coming off of 2 losses against Devin Clark and Dustin Jacoby. Okay, he beat Kennedy, but that was like 2 years ago. And he got William Knight to decision. William Knight's a football player, for crying out loud.
No, he's not.
Yes,
he's just muscle bound.
No,
he's not. He's a physical trainer. You're thinking of Greg Hardy.
Either which way.
Man.
Coming out of 2 losses, I'm Carlos Ulberg all day long.
Me too. Easy all day. That loss against Kennedy, he whooped Kennedy's ass in the first round. He got gassed.
Everybody does first round against Kennedy and Chukwu.
Yeah, he got gassed and he
That
had
was
nothing
also his
left.
UFC debut.
Yeah, that was the UFC jitters right there.
Chat,
He's
help
bounced
me out
back
here.
beautifully.
I'm taking Oberg in Tapology, but I might take a flyer at big plus money on Dawoon Jung. If he uses wrestling, there's a path to victory there because, trust me, Carlos Oberg kickboxer.
The fact that
through and through.
he lost to Sam Alvey is disgusting. And
Okay.
Sam Alvey just had a fight and looked terrible. He won by knockout, but he was struggling with the regional kid.
Chat, I just want to put this out. John Young Korean, Ranj, part Korean back in the day. I think he's forgotten his background anyways. The only thing he has Korean is like a
Let's see how they size up. Dawoon Jung's a big dude too. I think he's like 6'4". Look at him. Big Korean guy.
no chin.
No
Bruce
chin.
Buffer doing nothing, clapping. Jesus Christ.
Dustin Jacoby
Get off
knocked
stage.
him out. Dustin Jacoby was also world kickboxing, like ranked number 2 in the world before.
Carlos Oberg impresses me.
Oh,
though.
look.
He looks like he has slick striking.
Look at the necklace. Oh, yeah, we have a motivated fighter right here. All day long.
Did his grandma knit that?
Doesn't matter.
Like the UFC doesn't want to set up an Aussie to knock out
Oh,
somebody.
all done. Korea going down once again. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, Ranj. Nap
You're
time.
gonna make me take Dawoon Jung and Tapology as well, just to spite me. Fucker. No, Carlos Oberg should win, but there is a path to victory for Dawoon Jung if he takes it to the ground. And he did use that wrestling against William Knight.
Yeah, but that Nikolai Negumereanu, like I feel like if there's a person with stand-up defense that attends city kickboxing for training, it's Izzy and Carlos.
I gotta switch to water. It's starting to get a little sloppy. Anyway, who's the UFC wants to win?
You don't want to go over stats, do you?
No.
Yeah, I know that would be crazy if they're bringing in Dawoon Jung to make Carlos Oberg look bad at home.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Strike land per minute. 8.13 versus 3.39. Congratulations, Carlos. Strike absorbed. 3.45 versus 3.53. Carlos, huge advantage on the feet. If Dawoon Jung can take him down, takedown average 0.92 versus 2.10. But this thing with Carlos, takedown accuracy 100%, takedown defense 100%, and he's got some fights between his record. Like we're not talking like this is a nobody here. Takedown defense of 100%. Dawoon Jung, Korean. If this goes on the feet, Carlos all day long. I don't think this is going to go to the ground. Yeah, Carlos all day long. Stats say it.
Yep.
Parlay
Put him in a
piece.
17-team parlay.
Yeah,
Perfect piece.
likely within distance, but Carlos minus 300, easy parlay piece. I don't know how Ranj is even remotely considering this. Fight to go the distance, yes, plus 230, no minus 320. Bookies are looking for this to be finished within the distance. If you like that, yeah, they call it Carlos minus 140.
I'm just saying, Dawoon Jung's last 2 wins, he used wrestling. If he uses wrestling here, people are going to be sweating that Oberg in their parlay. But I'm also taking Carlos Oberg on Tapology, but for real, I'm putting a flyer on Dawoon Jung. Hopefully, he uses wrestling.
William Knight, which we have agreed, Noah Allen, thank you very much, is a bodybuilder.
You know what I like people when they do this, when they actually bet ahead of time. So they'll do they'll pick a piece for this week, and they'll pick a piece for next week if it's out and they can do it. And I like when people do that. This is what I would do. I would do that for this one. I would pick Carlos, pick him for next week to put on a parlay for next week, just so I have one down. That's rather than throw a scratch off on Dawoon Jung, but I'm behind you 100%, Ranch.
And I agreed with Gabriel here. The UFC is building Alberg totally big time. 8-1. He's so pretty. He's so jacked. He looks
He's a
so
good-looking guy.
sexy. You know it. You know it, guys. He's just the next UFC pretty boy.
Dave's Homo is coming out. Moving on. The current jerker to the main card. We have the
you know what?
Pleasure
I'm all for
Man.
Brian Ortega, so I've got no mind for this guy. But seriously, look at him.
I know, we've seen
Good
it.
luck.
Grandma
I
knitted
know.
that.
I feel
I
like
know.
George Michael.
Fun.
Pleasure Man. Anton Turkalj. Is that how you say it? Turkali, whatever. Taking on home team Tyson Pedro. Tyson Pedro, this is a closely lined fight, right? I think
Yes, this is the closest fight we've had so far.
Tyson Pedro 9-4, Anton 8-2. But Anton, you know who he's been training with? Kamza and Volkan Ozdemir out of Sweden, for real. They've been training all together. And Pleasure Man, Anton Turkali, I think, once again, against shitty kickbox. If you go, any fighter at City Kickboxing has holes in the ground because their kickboxing facility. They train takedown defense, but if you do manage to get past that defense and get it to the ground, a lot of these other fighters will have an advantage over the kickboxers on the ground, obviously. But standing up, I think Tyson Pedro is something to worry about. But man, here I might have to go with the Pleasure Man because of who he's been training with. You know,
I like that.
Tyson Pedro out of what's that gym called? Lions High Performance. Isn't that what's the name's gym? That's where Tai Tuivasa is out of, I do believe.
Yeah, I think that's his brother-in-law. I think he said that before.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm like 100% sure. Yeah, that's correct.
And look at his resume there. A loss to Modestus Bukauskas. Before that, he beat Harry Hunsucker, who is not good. Ike Villanueva, not good. He lost to Shogun, and he lost to OSP Oven St. Preux. He beat Saperbeg Safarov. He lost to Ilir Latifi. But before that, he's got some good wins. Khalil Roundtree and Paul Craig are in there. Man, I don't know. Jury's out on this, but I think I'm going to have to go Pleasure Man. I'm uncomfortable with it because home team, got the crowd behind him. Pleasure Man lost to Vitor Petrino and Jalton Almeida. Jalton Almeida's wiping through everybody. So, and before that, he was Contender Series and Brave. No huge wins there. Man, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys think on this?
I'm not looking at anything but us on the screen. I'm not, check this out. But off the top of my head, I think Tyson Pedro lost to Modestus Bukauskas last time.
Yeah.
I think that's right. And I had Tyson Pedro. I didn't pick Modestus on any of my DraftKings lineups, so I was watching that fight closely because I had Pedro on all of my cards. And Tyson Pedro was garbage. Like, he never, would get up, and he would never get going. And I didn't know anything about him. I assumed, I seen his last fight, he knocked somebody out. I was like, I'll take him. And then I listened to all the cappers, and come to find out, he's like Terrence McKinney. He's a one-round guy. He has all his knockouts in the first round. Never done anything outside the first round. He just, that's it. That's who he is. He finds a way out after that. And for my herd, Anton's got a little bit more dog in him. He's just got that grit in him. And honestly, I let the capper sway me on this one. The money came in on Anton. I'm not going to overthink it. I think he gets outside of the first round. Give me Anton to get it done. I hate to fade Pedro. I know that he's a hometown boy. I do have him in a couple DraftKings lineups, I'm not going to lie. But if I had to put a parlay together, I'd put Anton. I'd rather take him over Tyson Pedro.
On a media day, one of the reporters asked Anton about the Pleasure Man name, and he said something. Oh, Tyson Pedro is going to taste the pleasure or some shit like that. And then he said something like, if you're unsure, go ask your wife. I don't know. It was kind of cringy. Yeah. But
that was good.
Whatever.
That was an amazing press conference. Best one in a long time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It was
I loved it.
Jimmy the Drunk, welcome. Really? Tyson Pedro all day long. Hometown favorite. I mean, you want me to pull out some stats for you?
Dude, let's do a t-shirt, man, Dave. I need that back. I need that win back.
Tyson Pedro, strike 9 per minute, 2.96 versus 1.60. Strike resort, 2.49 versus 2.18. Negative striking ratio for Anton. If Anton puts this on the feet, motherfucker is going to die. He will not be able to handle the Tyson Pedro. And as far as Tyson Pedro goes, this is the first fight I've seen him where height, he's close to the same. Reach, he's close. He's got an advantage. Are you kidding me? It's the first time I've seen Tyson Pedro who's not going to be outsized. All right, takedown average. Granted, Anton 6.97 versus 0.97 for Tyson.
Wonder where
Anton's had the advantage on the ground. If it gets to the ground, with Anton's 50% takedown accuracy, okay, I'm going to take Tyson's 52% takedown defense because he's going to be piecing him up on the feet so much that Anton's not going to be able to take him down at all. He's not going to be able to take that single leg down even if he tries.
He would have talked about his wife if that wasn't the case.
Regardless, I don't care. I don't care. I've got Tyson Pedro all day long here. Hometown guy. I don't know how much I can put on this thing, but every day, all day, Tyson Pedro, hometown guy.
No cardio.
Doesn't matter. I don't need it.
No wins after the first round and just lost to Modestus.
Don't need it.
Oh,
who's he training with? This is one to check the Instagram. All right, they're minus 110. It's a coin flip right now. Tyson Pedro within distance minus 145 all day long. This fight is not going the distance. Let me see what the bookies say. Fight going the distance, yes. Plus 215, no, minus 285. This fight is not going the distance. Tyson Pedro within distance plus 145. It's the best odds I can give you. Or a coin flip at minus 110 all day long.
Tyson's going to blow his wad. He's going to come in hot trying to defend his wife's honor.
And burn out in like two and a half, halfway through the first round.
Is that him with his kid? No, that's not him with his kid, is it?
I'm about to take Tyson out of all my DraftKings lineups. Dave just got me hot right now. Taking him out of all of them. I'm serious. I had him with Tai Tuivasa because I want to do a brother-in-law parlay. Or not parlay, but, stack.
With a size advantage on Pleasure Man as well. Yep. I'm Anton all the way. So
look at him. He's worried about his kid.
Tyson running out, grabbing kids in the crowd.
No.
See, Pleasure Man, I got a kid with my wife.
He doesn't even know that kid. Just kidding.
Moving on. Next, we have big boys.
Okay. Am I the only guy on Tyson here?
Yeah, you are. We're both on
the island.
Pleasure Man.
You're all by yourself, Dave.
Love it. Love it.
I'm going to remember this tomorrow.
We have the big guys. Justin Tafa taking on Austin Lane. This is the second fight. First one ended with a 3-knuckle eye poke from Austin Lane in 30 seconds or something. And Justin Tafa couldn't go on. However, those 30 seconds, Austin Lane was winning those 30 seconds, in my opinion. And he is more of an athlete. Didn't he play football for like Jacksonville Jaguars or something? And he's huge. He's like 6 foot. Scroll down. What is that? 6 foot what?
6'6".
6'6". Huge guy. Big size advantage over Justin Tafa. Justin Tafa does have that, that Tafa punch power. And he is the home team. Crowd loves him. They're all booing Austin Lane. That's fine, whatever. But I'm on the underdog here again. This card got me sweating already because the underdogs I'm taking. But I think Austin Lane, if he didn't poke him in the eye, I think Austin Lane would have won. He would have won that fight. And yeah, doesn't matter that Junior Tafa just won a couple weeks ago. When that cage door shuts, that's when it matters. And I like Austin Lane here at what is it? What's that say? Plus what?
Plus 170. So we actually have.
I like it. What are you guys thinking about that?
He's at 187 right now.
I'm gonna go with Justin Tafa. I felt like he poked him in the eye just because like he didn't want to engage. I don't know if there was one shot that happened before that, and I feel like he's gonna poke him in the eye again because I feel like Tafa's just gonna come in hot, and the athlete, football player, he's not gonna want to engage, and something that I heard that I don't like is that he's been knocked out pretty cold a few times already in his career.
He lost to Greg Hardy, which is a bad look.
That's terrible. I mean, that's like, your uncle's fighting in the backyard. And this is Justin Tafa. He's a kickboxer. He's trained. He's a professional.
How long ago that was.
Giving up a lot of size. This guy is, though. I mean, height. He's giving up a lot of height. He's the more massive mass of a man, but definitely giving up a lot of height. I've seen this face off, and that was kind of like made me want to pick Austin Lane. Isn't Austin Lane? That's the name I wanted to pick him. My Tapology or my DraftKings, and I think I'm going to switch him out with Tyson Pedro.
Listen,
I'm still kind of
Justin
fired
Tafa
up.
Lost to Jared Vandera and Carlos Felipe. Just saying,
Mm-hmm.
Both of those guys are garbage, and they both beat. I'm Jared Vandera. Come on. Unanimous. Wasn't even split. Unanimous decision over Justin Tafa. Carlos Felipe, split decision. But still, you don't want to have losses to those two guys. I think Greg Hardy can beat the shit out of Vandera and Carlos Felipe, to be honest with you. And who does he beat? Harry Hunsucker. That's it. Parker Porter and Harry Hunsucker. That's who his wins are against. Did you look at his resume? Just saying. Throw that out.
Probably briefly. I look at all of them. I didn't. I'm glad you pointed this out. Noah Allen kind of puts a little doubt in my heart because he's usually really accurate. Man, I'm gonna once a week. I'm gonna let this Noah Allen switch my mind, or the chat switch my pick. I'm gonna take Austin Lane. I think he could eke out a decision. I don't like that he those wins that you mentioned, Harry Hunsucker and
Parker Porter.
They both have weird resumes though. That loss against Greg Hardy is really bad, really bad. But I'll go with Austin Lane. He seemed confident. I like the way he held himself at the presser too. I'll go with Austin Lane.
MD Terp, we had a sneak peek of the last fight. Tafa looked lost. I'm on Lane. Guys, After the face-offs, I gotta say the same. I mean, I appreciate Tafa is the guy who is the hometown guy. He's got the experience. But you know what? I think Austin Lane's looking for some revenge after the last fight. And I think the last fight, Austin Lane probably looked a little bit better. So I'm going dog here, kids. Austin Lane over Justin Tafa. I think this is going to be one of the upsets that's going to hurt the crowd in Australia. It's not going to be a clean sweep for all the Aussies or all the New Zealanders. I got this, man. Yeah, Lane has won 7 straight and has knocked out almost everyone he fought. This fight's not going the distance. Hey, by the way, Fighting on
And he's
going
probably he's more experienced as far as mixed martial arts.
This is it. So, I mean, Austin Lane by within distance is a plus 220, which is kind of nice. I mean, Austin Lane plus 187 as a dog itself is kind of nice.
You might as well just go with that because the money is close
That's
enough.
it. Exactly. I mean, just stick with Austin Lane, the dog, plus 187. I'm going to agree with Noah Allen, MD Terp, Brandon B. Yeah, guys, Austin Lane within distance. I got this. And Tafa, this is the first time I'm betting against you. I'm sorry, homie, but your last fight was not good, especially against this guy. And the size advantage, the reach advantage, and the record. I think the record is the same. Is that I think the UFC would be more interested in investing in a guy who is 12-3 as opposed to a guy who is 6-3.
I agree.
This guy who is 12-3 is a monster. It's 6'6". Damn. 6'6". He could be, especially in the heavyweight feud that we've got going on now with John Jones. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. So I'm going to pick Austin Lane because Tafa's got no future in this game. Austin Lane does.
So we're all on the underdog. That's awesome.
We're all on Austin Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us. Yep. Let's go to the other end of the weight spectrum. Go to this flyweight fight between Manel Cape, whatever, taking on newcomer Felipe Dos Santos. Manel Cap Media Day. Cringe. Everybody hated him.
Horrible. I'm not even going to show it.
Adesanya was going to fight him because he was saying Kai Kara France was a little bitch and ducking him and all this stuff. And Izzy was like, sit down, you midget. And, it's funny. He's taller than Izzy's buddy, Kai Kara France. And that's funny. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Manel Cop, 18-6. He's, what's he? Star Boy. He's out of, he used to fight in Japan, Ryzen. And I remember he came onto the scene and he had like a loss that he blamed on slick, sweaty feet because in Ryzen you can wear wrestling sneakers. And that's what he used to do. Oh, against Cannibal, Alexander Pantoja. He took that loss and he blamed it on his slick, sweaty feet. But anyway, then he lost to Matthias Nicolau. He beat Odie Osborne, flying knee. Awesome TKO. He beat Zalgas Zumagulov, Triple Z, Zuka, whatever. And most recently, David Dvorak by unanimous decision. I think he should easily win this. Nothing against Felipe Dos Santos, but he's making his debut. Coming out of LFA, he beat a 5-0 guy decision. He beat a 5-2 guy split decision. He submitted a 2-2 guy, had a draw against a 5-0. Just the kid, he's doing it right, but he doesn't have the experience. I think they're just tossing him in there. Is he coming at short notice or something?
He was supposed to fight on the Contender Series, and Manel Cop's opponent fell out. It was supposed to be Kai Kara France, so they asked this kid if he wanted to fight. He took the opportunity, and now he was at the press conference, which is amazing, I think.
I mean, anything could happen, but man, you got to go with the veteran here, Manel Starboy, Manel Cop, 18-6, but heavy favorite -400. Ugh, out of Portugal, just like that girl from last week. Forgot her name already.
Yeah, you were trying to think of Portuguese fighters,
right? And I said, there's somebody.
The only bet here, guys, is Cap within distance at -160. Even still, not comfortable. I mean, it's going to happen. I get it. Bookies, as far as fight to go the distance, no -225. Yes, +175. So bookies are looking for this fight to go within distance. Cap is the obvious choice here. So Cap -160 is a prop bet. Cap -450, not comfortable for a parlay. That's way too high. There's so many other better odds on this card. So, yeah, easy cap. I have a feeling he's going to walk this one through, probably first round, second round finish. But
hey, you know what though? These Brazilian fighters scare me. They really do. Yeah, just like that one kid, Elvis Brenner. He upset. I don't even remember who he fought. I remember Elvis Brenner because he shocked me.
A blonde Brazilian out of Shootbox Diego Lima.
Yeah, and when they see the blonde hair like this, that trend, it's like their superpower. You know, it didn't work for Kleitson, but you know, and then he's also going to be the taller guy, and he, like, what's his name said, Izzy. You know, this kid over here, this Dos Santos, he doesn't have nothing to lose. He's going to fight another number 10 in the world.
Watch this. Dos Santos takes Cap's sunglasses off, or he tries to. Look, and then Manel takes them off himself. But
like he's not scared. Here. This face off too. Watch, look at this.
Watch.
Oh man.
This might be the other face off you're watching. That was the previous face. This one's a new, yeah.
What about,
how that face
off? I saw one where he took his glasses.
Yeah, so did I. I watched the same one. Still, regardless, it's.
But I'm taking Manel Cap for the record.
Yeah, we're all that way, right?
Star boy. Yeah, we got to be.
I mean, Cap's got a whole bunch of stats. I've got nothing for this Santos kid. I think
I can't see that. I can't imagine it on Tapology that he's going to be 8-0 with his latest victory being Manel Cap. I can't picture that. So has to be Manel.
LFA, Brazilian Fight Club, Arena. Yeah, no, same thing here, guys. Cap all day long, unless Felipe Dos Santos does something amazing.
Undefeated.
I get it. He's special. I'm still on Cap minus 450, but no bets. It'll be my Tapology pick. Cap within distance minus 160. Be a prop bet, but I've got so many other bets that I'm not even bothering with this one. Not worth it for me as far as I'm concerned. Stay away from all betting on this fight.
Next, we have the co-main event. Tai Tuivasa taking on Alexander Volkov. Tuivasa is actually the hometown underdog here against Volkov. A plus 200, 2-1 for Bam Bam. Mr. Shui, he always got that one-punch knockout. He did it to Derek Lewis. He did it to Augusto Sakai and Greg Hardy. But most recently, he lost to Cyril Gane and Sergey Pavlovich. And both those guys took care of him by TKO. Punches. So, I don't know, he's kind of on a skid. Whereas in Drago, Alexander Volkov, big size difference too. 6'7", giant, 80-inch reach, 5-inch reach advantage, 5-inch height advantage. Coming off 2 wins, Alexander Romanov, TKO, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, TKO. Before that, he lost to Tom Aspinall, but who doesn't, you know? Prior to that, he beat Tiber, Marcin Tybura, and before that, he lost to Cyril Gane, but once again, who doesn't? So, I'm going with the moderate favorite. I'm going to take the Russian to get it done here. I just think he's just a better fighter. Bam Bam's got that, you know, that slick one-punch shoey power, and he's at home. He's a fan favorite, so whole crowd's going to be behind him and all that, but I like Volkov to get the win here. Probably, I think he might even finish him too. I'm going to say like round 2 TKO. What are you guys thinking on this one?
Okay, I got Volkov. Definitely. Like, I like his win over Alistair Overeem, who's a kickboxer, who has some good hands. Who else did he beat recently? He beat Volkov has some impressive wins. I just looked at his dang. Oh, here it is. So yeah, I like his wins over Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Alexander Romanov. So Alexander Romanov is true because as striker as you could be. Alexander Romanov is as grappler as you could be, and he messed them up, cleaned them, as Wheezy says, when he shaved their asses in round 1. So Tai Tuivasa, he's such a likable guy. You almost have to want to see him win so he could do the shoey in his hometown. I'm sure that's like, his dream. It's better than winning the belt for him. But he just looks kind of small too. It's weird. He hits that 265 mark, Tai Tuivasa does, but he looks like he could drop like 40 pounds. He's like in the in-betweener. He's not really like a heavyweight to me. He's really, he's got good hands and he always finds the mark. He's good at shooting darts, that guy, Tai Tuivasa. But Alexander Romanov's too skilled. He's not going to be able to find his chin. It's kind of like that Manar Fiorot and Rose Namajunas in the heavyweight division. Manar is obviously Alexander. That's my pick.
Let's see how they face off, Dave.
Sid Typura, Derek Lewis. I don't know who that is. All right, hang on. Face offs. Let me get there. Here we go.
Six, 7. Giant. That's a giant.
Look at a basketball player. Here comes the hometown crowd favorite.
Media day, he was wearing that like that Aborigine, like that dress, like a muumuu.
Hey, to his credit though, he looks like he's slimmed down a little bit. I kind of wonder what he weighed in. I didn't see that.
I like that he tattooed his love handles. That's nice.
He got long ass arms too. Like he can reach the chin.
Alexander Volkanov, confident.
I got him too.
He gets that sneaky one punch shoey knockout. That's it.
What do you think, Dave? You didn't even pick a winner.
I know. I've been kind of hanging out on the outside here, guys.
Are you nervous to say that you're going for Tai Tuivasa?
Tai Tuivasa plus 187, Alexander Volkov minus 225.
Oh
Let's have a look at some stats real quick, kids. All right, where am I here? Oh, shit. Where the hell is he? Tai Tuivasa, there he is right here. So, 264 versus 250. Obviously, the leaner Alexander Volkov versus the heavyweight. We'll have the reach advantage. I think Tai Tuivasa has had the reach advantage every single fight. Strike time per minute, 4.10 versus 4.89. Strike absorbed, 4.46 versus 3.00. Takedown average, 0.0 versus 0.51. It's not going to be a takedown game. Neither of these guys are going to be looking to take this down. It's going to be on the feet. So we're looking at volume here. Guys, I think it's a coin flip. I really do. As much as I love Volkov, I'm a huge Volkov fan. If this does go to the ground, I favor Volkov. At home, Tai Tuivasa, one strike power.
I think you're drunk.
I'm picking Tai Tuivasa, and I'll put a bet on it.
Oh my god!
Who wants it?
Go, Ranch. Get that.
No, I'm in Volkov.
I'll t-shirt at you. Are you serious, Dave? I already have one on the way to you. I will take it, Dave. I need that. I need a shirt. I need a shirt, Dave. My first
bet.
shirt.
I'm all the time on this one, guys.
Hey, Ranch already passed.
Take it.
All right, homie. You got it.
Sweet. It looks weird. All right. Sounds good.
What are my odds here? What are my odds?
Plus 200.
Plus 27 minus 225.
Oh, man. I feel bad almost, Dave. I feel
Oh,
like
within distance? All right. I'm
I'm bullying you.
Hoodie t-shirt bet. You win, you get a t-shirt. I win, I get a hoodie. Fair?
Okay, you got it. You're on, Dave. You're
all
on.
Right.
That's fair.
You got this.
That's funner.
Odds to play it.
Congratulations on your new t-shirt. Anyway.
Thank you.
Main event. Israel Adesanya minus 650. Ugh. Taking on Sean Strickland plus 470. Big fan favorite. Fans love Sean Strickland because he's raw, crude, just tells it how it is, very opinionated, big following on Instagram and all that. Izzy and Media Day was just cringy. Sean Strickland was pointing out all Izzy's, he's got like a weird bestiality thing. Didn't he like jerk off a dog or something?
Oh,
yeah.
And he likes like anime porn or something.
It's bad.
Whole bunch of crap.
But Manel overshadowed all that, which is weird.
Yeah, I know. Because the Kai Car France in the crowd. But anyway, this fight is going to go similar to Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. I think his footwork sucks. That Alex Pereira fight? He stood straight up and down and let Alex Pereira, kickboxer, do what he wanted, and he didn't even try to wrestle or anything like that. That would be his only possible route to victory. But Izzy can defend all that anyway, and he's going to just piece him up on the feet, probably knock him out. I'm saying I'll give him, first round probably, but I'll give Sean Strickland second round. I don't know. No, I can't. I'm going to take Izzy first round TKO. I'm sorry. But this is the biggest favorite on the card. Aside, even Gaslam's not this high. Or Nazarek Haqparast. Izzy minus 650. It's unbettable, but on Tapology, I'm taking him TKO round 1. However, low key, I'm rooting for Sean Strickland because I like Sean Strickland too. He's a, outspoken, real dude. You know what I mean? Real guy. Izzy kept trying to bring up you got to deal with Monster Energy. How'd you get that? Come on. Who doesn't have a deal with Monster Energy? Don't they have a deal with every UFC fighter? But anyway, what are you guys thinking on this? Anything crazy? Or Dave, you're not taking Sean Strickland, are you?
Oh. You want to see the stats?
That's a bad reaction.
Just saying. Sean Strickland, strike 9 per minute, 5.86 versus 3.94. Strike absorbed, 4.28 versus 2.88. But Sean has that fucking rock hard chin. If it goes on the ground,
against Alex Pereira.
If it goes on the ground, takedowns 1.0 versus 0.06. Izzy is not a ground guy. Sean is. If this goes to, look at the stats, kids. Sean's got more volume. If this goes to the ground, Sean Strickland is a fucking wrestling mastermind. I think that's his game plan. I think that's his path to victory, is that if he does take him down, oh my God, could you imagine? Could you imagine if he defeats Israel in Australia after all that fucking bad talking?
He'd be the new champ. I just don't see it happening.
Damn. The most unworthy champ since fucking Matt Serra. Honestly, it would be impressive to watch. But as far as the stats go, Strickland's got me on the stats. As far as the trash talking goes, Strickland's got me on the trash talking. But I am not putting any bets on this fight, guys.
I dare you to pick him on Tapology.
Because I am leaning Sean here. So I am not putting any bets on this fight.
So your Tapology pick?
Tapology pick is going to be Sean decision. Because I think he's going to wrestle him and control him in the ground for 3 rounds.
Sometimes I'm at a 50-50 in my mind, and I come to this show to listen to Dave give me the stats to maybe sway me one way or the other. But I didn't start out 50-50 in my mind when I heard Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland. Like Israel Adesanya plays chess. Sean Strickland plays checkers.
Yep.
And Israel Adesanya footwork is way too good. Sean can chase him all night. They can do 10 rounds like that. You know, there's not going to be, it just will never work for Sean. I'm rooting for him if I can, you know, pull some strings and make that happen. I'd love to see Sean Strickland be champion. Just because he's cooler than Izzy. He's more laid back. He's more relatable. Izzy's always trying to drop, you know, wisdom and born. I don't know. He's like, all right. He's just not, you know, I like Sean Strickland. So I'm rooting for Sean Strickland, but it sucks, you know what I mean? Because I already know that Izzy's going to win.
Okay.
But, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you on all points. I think Izzy is mailing this one in. Sean has no business being here whatsoever, but he has the cardio to go 5 rounds. He's got the chin to take a bunch of punches. And if he happens to take Izzy down and ends up on top, which is the game plan here, I hate to say it, the game plan is not to stand with Izzy because Izzy will piece him up all day long. He is the much more prolific striker. But if Sean is able to make this a down and dirty fight against the cage, this could lead to be an ugly, ugly fight for Izzy. And if Izzy loses this, he comes back, just like George St. Pierre did against Matt Serra, and comes back. And if, oh man,
You're dreaming, Dave.
it's too close. It's too close. I don't want
Those
to.
Bunny Pilsners just snuck up and hit you right in the back of the head. Drunk. All right. Well,
I made
Dave's
this
on Sean
way
Strickland.
before this. I made my decision up way before this show. I'm going Strickland by decision.
Oh my goodness.
Good for you. You
Prop
want a
bet.
hoodie versus t-shirt bet?
No.
Hey, you and Dev. Oh no, Dev's on Strickland by sub. It pays plus 2,100 or something like that.
Not a bad call.
You and Dev.
Could happen.
Yeah.
The wrestling, he's got the ground game. He's got the stats. Stats are behind him. I realize I'm on an island here. I'm on my own.
Just go watch that fight between Sean Strickland, Alex Bajeda. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. Anyway,
different fight. Totally different fight.
We'll see. His footwork was non-existent. Stood straight up and down. Didn't even defend. Oh, horrible. I hated. He pissed me off so much because that was his route to victory there too. Wrestle the guy. He didn't even try.
If he gets a takedown, it's there.
He's not even going to go shoot it for a takedown. Oh, he's a wrestling extraordinaire, or whatever you just said, which was the most retarded thing.
Hey, I don't normally like subscribing to fighters, but Renato Moicano has an amazing show. He's really passionate about capping, and I subscribe to him. And he talked about his point of view. His main serious point of view was that Sean Strickland was changed as a fighter after his motorcycle accident. He noticed he doesn't shoot for takedowns since the accident. And I thought, damn, that makes sense. And he showed his style of fighting is totally different from how he used to fight. So that's just something to consider if you're really trying to bet your hard, earn money on Sean Strickland. If you're letting Dave talk you into it, I want to mention that.
He is a plus 450 dog. I'm not talking anybody into anything. I'm just saying the plus 450 is not accurate, not anywhere close.
All right, let's do our 3-leg parlay. My eyes are starting to cross. So we're agreeing on a lot of stuff. We have quite a few underdogs too that we agree upon. Starting from the beginning, we're all on Kevin Doucette, minus 160.
The French guy. Oh,
yep. We're all on Mustache Gabriel Miranda, plus 140.
Not confident, but Shane Young, 3.5 pounds overweight, doesn't look good.
We're all on Mike Mathitha Blood Diamond, plus 250. But I don't know enough about Charlie Radke. That's
Charlie Radke could eke out a decision by holding him down and all that.
He's a big favorite too for some reason. So
he could wrestle.
Yeah, he can wrestle. If Blood Diamond could defend that, though, he's got it. Then all on Nasrat Hawk Press, too wide. We're all on No Eyebrows Jamie Malarkey, minus 270.
Not bad.
Then we're split on the Jack Jenkins. You guys are both for Jack Jenkins. I'm for Chepe. We're all on Carlos Oberg, but I'm not going to throw him in a parlay because I like Down Jung. I'm a fan, and I want to see him win.
Racist.
But I'm picking Carlos Oberg.
That'd be like if
Still racist because you want to put him in a parlay.
Dave went for McDessie.
Yeah. Anyway,
Flag.
we're split on Anton because Dave likes Tyson Pedro's 3-minute cardio.
Yeah.
We're all on underdog Austin Lane to get the win over Justin Wish version of Tai Tuivasa Tafa. And I like that too. Austin Lane, physical. He's 6'6", awesome. Justin Tafa, who did he beat? Harry Hunsucker. He beat him, but lost to Jared Vandera and Carlos Felipe, both garbage fighters. We're all on Manel Kopp, but minus 400. Can't you do nothing with that? We're all on Alexander Volkov, minus 250. I'm very confident with that pick too.
God dang it. And Dave is not.
And Dave is on Sean Strickland.
No, I'm on Tai Tuivasa and Sean
Tai
Strickland.
Tuivasa and Sean Strickland.
I had dogs on the both co-main and main.
Oh, you're right. Dave is on.
Hey Dave, you need to do a show, man. I would love to just see what the comment
in
section.
The beginning during prelims, Dave's not drunk yet. After main card curtain jerker, that's when he starts getting these crazy Tai Tuivasa, Sean Strickland. Parlay them, Dave. Parlay it. You'll make them. You'll make bank on that. Plus money. Talk about plus money.
You're
Dave
tired
on that. You guys are killing me.
Anyway, so let's
before the show. Before I was drunk.
Let's do Kevin Doucette, Jamie Malarkey, and I guess Mustache. Gabriel Miranda.
Yes, you got to weigh that out. You got to balance that out.
Malarkey,
Doucette, and Gabriel Miranda.
We got the size advantage and the age advantage in that parlay. We can call it the prime in your prime parlay.
I like it. Minus 160, plus 110, and minus 275. That's good odds. I like
nice.
it.
God dang it. Hey, you know what? I just want to say congratulations last week, Ranj. I sent you the wrong picture. I did the Monafuego, Benoit de Saint Denis, and Volkan Oezdemir. That hit, it saved my weekend. That was exciting for me. So you're gonna hit again this week too with this one.
I sure hope so. This is a tough card, man. Tough card. But all right, let's see who we got. Gabriel Miranda, minus 107 now. Wow, he was plus money at one time.
Then, that money came in after the face-off because he's so much bigger, you know.
After watching our show, money came in.
And then I bet you something's wrong with Shane Young. Somebody mentioned that, and they say when you miss by that much, that you're not training right. That's a big weight miss for someone who's never missed before. So there's got to be something going on.
Jamie Malarkey minus 261, but whatever. Let's see what this pays out. Plus 333. I like that.
Yeah, that's chunky. That's fatter than last week. 3-1.
That's
fair.
Last week was gravy. All favorites except for.
I didn't even sweat it. I was playing roulette while watching the Benoit Saint Denis fight because it was just nothing could go wrong. I wasn't sweating it. Nothing. No butt clenching. Nothing. It was nice and easy work. The Manaf, when the headbutt happened, I got a little scared when the headbutt. I thought, damn, dude, don't tell me this is gonna.
I got plus 365 on the parlay.
That's better.
Oh, yeah, better than Bet Online.
That's almost 4-1.
$100 pays off $500.
So I'm gonna shoot you my address and my T-shirt size, Dave. I'm a XXL. You could probably start shopping tonight and send it. And if by some miracle, I'll send it back to you. But
I appreciate my hoodie. I'll let you know what kind of hoodie I want later on.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. Might not this week, but one of these weeks. Good luck though.
There it is. 3-leg parlay, mustache, Jusette, Frenchie, and no eyebrows malarkey. It's a good one. Plus 333. Bet it, lock it in. Oh, I'm exhausted, guys. Like I said, I've been started drinking at lunchtime. Now it's 11:15 here on the East Coast.
Appreciate you coming out like always, Ranj. Thank you.
Huh?
I appreciate you doing the show. I appreciate you just coming out.
You're always welcome.
And having me on. Yeah. Thank you.
So
You too,
everybody, tomorrow I'm taking my wife out for our 10th anniversary. So, but I will try to. That's not till later. This starts at like 6, I think, Eastern time, right?
6:30.
6:30 Eastern time.
Yeah,
which is weird for Australia, but whatever. Good luck on your best tomorrow. Thanks for sticking around, chat, and you guys both. I had to crash out. So good luck. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.
Peace out.